make sure that I'm not gonna hear myself again in about 40 seconds. So I'm gonna start this intro and probably sound like an idiot for a second because I'm waiting for this fucking thing to catch up. There we go. Boom. I stopped it before it even had a chance to hit me. So here we go. Blend episode 3, technically episode 3, formally episode 2. That will be archived because I'm a fucking idiot and screwed up the pilot episode. But anyway, your favorite fucking show in the DIY or Die network. Yeah, we got a good show to plan for you tonight. If you can see down at the bottom there, right below me, we don't have Josh today, but we do have someone that looks maybe like an older version of Josh, and that's our good buddy Fear. Everyone knows and loves him. We got a good show for you guys tonight. Trying to think what else I wanted to say before that. Oh, but fuck it. Oh, Josh is just not here because he is a sleepy baby, and yeah, from his weekend excursion with his fiance, he was like, "I'm home, but I'm a sleepy guy, so I can't do the show. So fuck it." But yeah, let me bring up my beautiful fucking co-hosts. Guys, you can unmute.
Sir. Hi. Hello.
Hola, amigos.
There he is. The fucking man himself with the velvet
goes?
voice. So, first thing I want to talk about, which is a pretty important thing, if you guys haven't followed, you should smash that follow button real quick because I've got some new shit going. And on top of that, if you scroll down a little bit past the stream itself, you'll see in the description that we've got some links going on. And those links, well, it's one link, and it'll send you to a donation page. So if you guys want to support the show, that's the way to do it. Finally got that shit set up today. So, fucking Fear's already gambling. I ain't got Revlo set up in this shit yet.
Whoops. Okay.
Tears.
No. Look at that though. Think about that for a second.
I'm trying to. And there it is. We got ourselves the fucking follow alerts. So anyway,
Look at that again.
Tears.
Tears.
You're saying it. So you're logged in as me.
That's was like whoops.
Oh, whatever. I don't give a shit.
All right.
I shouldn't. I mean, it won't fuck anything up. I don't think. So anyway, let me go real quick. We got Vaping 101 in the chat. We got Tweeform. We got Sterling. We got Doobie. We got Scott. We got the main man Loco. We got Gyro. Fear, obviously, but he's on the show with us. We got little Stabby. Shouts out Maddie, the community 5-year-old. Kill a Code. All of you guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping in tonight for your favorite Wednesday podcast, your only Wednesday podcast. And what up to everybody that's lurking? Hope you guys are having a great night. And yeah, we got some shit to talk about tonight, boys. So how about we? And there it is, John with the big dono. Thank you, brother. We got the Inception boom going on, like from DIY or Die, because Colt wasn't able to fucking do it, so now we took it.
Shout outs, John.
Thank you, John. Big ups. But anyway, first things first. How you guys doing this week? How's the week been going?
It's been a long week already, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because while we were just talking about how Josh isn't here and is sleepy, I literally just got back an hour and a half ago from this whole excursion, and I'm still here.
Yeah. Fear, how you doing? Maddie's girlfriend wants to hear your sexy voice.
Yeah, well, while y'all been having fun chasing each other around the South, I've been doing the work thing. So, it's just been Monday all week.
Feel that.
Monday all week. Fuck that shit. Yeah, you were talking about you had some. I shouldn't have forced that cough as bad as I did. Now I'm in pain. Anyway, you were saying some shit in Discord that this week has already been kind of hell.
Yeah, the facility got struck by lightning. and it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to go into it. Elevators were down, air
That-
conditioning was down.
Jesus.
Yeah, that would do it.
180,000 square foot of building space. You know, everybody wants an elevator. Everybody wants, you know, their power on. Everybody wants to be, you know, 72 degrees. We were having trouble meeting those demands, but
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, let's not waste any more time, you know. Let's jump right into the show. First things first, let's take a quick peek at all the flavors. And also I just see Vaping 101 saying this better be entertaining. I took a break from watching House of Cards. Are you watching season 3, Matt? Or what is it, season 3 or 4 now? 4?
Yeah, 6.
I don't know. Whatever season they're on, I need to catch up on that shit for sure.
I've seen through 3 and then I stopped.
Okay, season 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're up to 5. I don't know. I have to get back into it. I just kind of stopped because I watched the first 2 as they were coming out and absolutely loved them. So that of course made me go watch the original series.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of stopped after I watched the original, like the British original series.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Fear's voice, we know it's low. We've been playing around with the settings a little bit, but I can't do anything else from my end, so fuck it. Fear's gonna... Y'all either just listen up when Fear's talking. I mean, you should be listening up when he's talking anyway, because you want that silky in your ears. But, I was trolling through all the flavors today when I was at work. I saw some pretty interesting recipes up on here. Not limited to the shit that I honestly was surprised with the recipes Colt came up with for that live mixing session he did. If you didn't take a peek at those, Skittles dropped some bangers. I'm not even gonna front. I gotta try them out because they look like they could be some of the best things that he's put out, and I know, and it sounds like that's shitty to say, but like I don't know, it was something about him being structured that way, and it worked so well for him as a mixer. I don't know, what he did on that shit seemed really fucking banging, so I'm gonna have to check that shit out. But there was one on here that really piqued my interest. I just gotta scroll through and find it now to see where it's at on this whole fucking thing. This one. It's by mixer Seduced Red Waterfall. Bloody orange, watermelon, and lychee. I call it lychee, but it might be something else. Yeah. This seems like a fucking good recipe right here. I don't know from experience. I have not fucked around with Real Flavors lychee yet, but we got Flavor Art Blood Orange at 1.75. We got Inawera Cactus at 0.15. We got Real Flavors Lychee at 1.5. We got Flavor Art Oba Oba at 1. We got LA Watermelon at 6. Now that, to me, I think you could probably up the Inawera Cactus on that one, just because I think that's going to add a nice mouthfeel to what I believe the mixer is going for, which seems to be sort of like just a fucking summer blended drink. But the Oba Oba use is what I was really impressed with, because after getting that shit, it works really well in a lot of different fucking recipes. Because it has like this creaminess to it that helps with that blended feel of like a summer like icy drink, but it still has some citrus notes to it. So it's an interesting profile, and I think with these citrus notes, it's gonna be a good recipe. So I'm gonna have to get some Real Flavors lychee and mix that shit up because I'm interested. And Seduced, if you're listening, looks like a good banger. Hopefully you get some good reviews on that shit. What do you guys think? What are you feeling? I'm thinking, like I said, the Inawera Cactus could be bumped up, but that's about the only thing I'm thinking to change.
I'd be interested too. They said you could use cucumber, and that sounds interesting too instead of the cactus.
I've been fucking around with Cap Cucumber a bunch right now. The name of that recipe is fucking Red Waterfall by Seduced. It's on like page 2, I believe.
Hey, bud.
I think raising the cactus up a little bit would be ideal. That's my favorite use of cactuses, with melons and pears.
That's it. Yeah. definitely. Do all lychees taste like soap? I have 3 all soap. No idea. I have none. Do you guys have any?
I do, and they all taste like soap
Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that lychee itself tastes like soap.
It
to me.
does.
The
Yeah.
fruit does.
Yeah.
I
Go
have
ahead.
Flavora and I haven't tried it out yet.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The thing I'm interested in with that recipe is LA watermelon being so high, because I know that LA watermelon is not super potent. It's you can up it that high, and I think that it might help with the lychee notes, because who knows though, honestly. Scott, Fear has a quiet mic. We've hit it, but anyway, real lychee is floral. Yeah, it is a floral note. So I think that what's it called? I think that having lychee in there will work. But if you're picking up too much of those floral notes, I feel like honeysuckle would be a good substitute in there. I've been playing around with honeysuckle a bunch lately, and if you're trying to get kind of that mild, sort of florally note in there, that would probably be a good sub if the lychee doesn't work out. That's all I got. For that one. What have you guys been working on recently, yeah?
I have been cranking out tobacco recipes, revision after revision, trying to do some different things with dessert tobaccos and fruit tobaccos.
Okay. Okay. Want to go in on any of those in
Yeah.
particular? or-
Yeah.
The one that's posted, I just recently posted, was Abuela, and it is. So the goal here was to have like a mid-grade cigar taste with vanilla, of course, because of the shisha vanilla, and then have a mango floating around in it. I tried several different mangoes, and I didn't really want that candied blunt mango like you would get a mango swisher or a mango white owl or something like that from the convenience store. I didn't want that. Couple of the mangoes were a little too musty for this, and FLV mango used it right where I did. Kind of keeps it in the background. It brings a sweetness to the cigar, and just kind of floats around in the background. So it's pretty good.
Okay. I don't know. It sounds interesting. I want to go mix it up after this. 'Cause, I don't know. I've been trying to mess around with some fruits, but it's trickier. I think like actually working them with a real tobacco, quote unquote, a real tobacco, like base.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some tobacco profiles fit candies better, because when you think about like flavored tobaccos, I don't, you guys probably never smoked pipes, but even the
I
flavored
did.
tobaccos,
Yeah.
the
No, I
flavored
did.
tobaccos, they're very candied tasting on the fruits, unless you go into apple, and then they're like cooked apple. They're not tart and bright. So it's kind of interesting to weave in actual fruit, actual, realistic fruit profiles into tobacco.
Well, and so that was what we were planning on. We're going to talk about that a little bit here shortly in the theory crafting section. We're going to kind of try to bridge that gap here between the tobaccos and the fruits and find out what will work with certain fruits, because fruits are not all fruits are going to work with tobacco, obviously, but there are some that really do. And I mean, we've got recipes out there. I mean, obviously apple obviously works really well. You've got, I mean, I did apricot and that worked nicely, but it's just, there's a lot that will work and then there's some that don't. But with the people seeming to be transitioning into the fruit recipes, the summertime recipes, and kind of breaking away from those heavy bakery tobacco recipes from the winter, I think that being able to touch upon that is going to be good. What is happening in chat right now? Y'all are oh, that's fucking PMs. Okay, I was like, why do I see PM chats but I'm not doing anything? That's because we got 2 logins going on.
Yeah, we're both logged in for some reason accidentally.
But yeah. So with that right now, actually right before the show, I mixed up a new idea that I had because I've been fucking around with different things here and there. Nothing's really been coming together. Kind of been unhappy with a lot of my mixes as of late. And so I decided to kind of... I've been doing this thing now where I'm kind of revisiting a bunch of my old recipes, and I know Wayne is actually talking about it being like remix month, which I know is really his way of saying clone month. But I'm kind of taking that as inspiration to revisit some of my old recipes and see if I can make them better, change them up, do something different with them. And so right now I'm vaping on a new version of Smother You called Smothered Lemon. And really it's just, it takes the base recipe ingredients of Smother You, which is TFA marshmallow, cap marshmallow, and cap vanilla whipped cream. And then it throws in some of the these citrus notes to try to boost that lemon, and really it's coming together quite nicely. This weekend, thanks to Tina, I found out that you can really push Lemon Sicily pretty high. Flavor Art Lemon Sicily you can boost that motherfucker up and get some really interesting bakery notes out of it. So I pushed Flavor Art Lemon Sicily up to 2.75%. Flavor Art Blood Orange is at 0.75%. Flavora Cream is at 0.75%. Then you got TPA Marshmallow at 2.5, Cap Marshmallow at 1.25, and Cap Vanilla Whipped Cream at 1. And let me tell you, this shit is pretty fucking good, and it's definitely helping me feel like I actually know what I'm doing with mixing, as opposed to just completely being a fucking idiot and not knowing what's going on. Crucial's asking, speaking of summertime vapes, oh, it's not a question. Wang's Bomb Pop recipe is a perfect representation. I did see that, and I do want to mix that shit up because it does look like it's pretty fucking good.
That recipe, I saw the graphic for it. I guess it was an Instagram post, and that recipe looks banging.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see it because I haven't checked out Instagram, unfortunately.
Well, somebody posted it in the Discord because somebody else was talking about trying to make a bomb pop out of the blue.
Okay.
And I know you, Jerry, you probably haven't been working on anything because you literally just got home.
Just for you, Loco. Yeah, not really. I've been gone since Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have not been able to do anything this week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I have had some ideas kicking around, though, especially because this weekend we did get to, like, I don't know, everyone brought a bunch of stuff, so it definitely gave me a lot of ideas of things to play around with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in getting deeper into tobaccos and trying to do a banana tobacco, like not Solars, like not a dessert, like a dessert banana tobacco, because I don't know, Solars has like that kind of but like tobacco recipe has a very, very light tobacco note. And I kind of want to go after, you know, a full heavy pipe tobacco with a riper banana and see if that's possible.
It's definitely doable.
Yo, Slasho, what's up? Thanks for hopping in. You didn't miss much. We're just talking about new recipes we're working on, recipes that seem interesting. You know, same old shit. But with that being said, I think we do actually have something that we're keeping up on this time. So I think it's a good time to transition into everyone's favorite segment, Mix It or Fix It, baby.
Done by the worst person. Let's do this.
Take it away, Jerry.
All right. Well, we got a mango lime yogurt version 2 by Goldilocks, aka Goldfish. He's got actually an interesting looking recipe here. He's trying to go after a mango lime yogurt, so that's my guess here. But we're looking at, let's see here, a 3% of Flavora Greek yogurt, 0.15% Flavora Lime, 2% Flavora Mango, 0.5% of FA Meringue, 0.1% Cap Super Sweet, 0.6% Cap Sweet Mango, and 1.5% TPA Vanilla Swirl. So that's what we're looking at for a mango lime yogurt. And I did mix this up, so I'll give it a drip here in a second.
What was the lime used in that one?
Flavora.
Okay, so I was gonna say I have that for what was it? Guava lime candy. I picked that one up and
It's
dude.
a solid lime.
So
dude.
that it's a good
lime
lime.
or lime wedge.
Lime, just straight lime.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like it. I like the taste of it, but it rips my throat up for some reason.
Okay, I haven't gotten a throat ripper out of it.
It's
but,
either, I mean, it was the only time I'd used it so far was in guava lime candy, and I'm wondering if it might be the guava that's doing it. But I talked to Manson about it, and he said that he's mixed it up multiple times, and each time it kind of switches. Sometimes it rips his throat up, and sometimes it's smooth as fuck, so I'm not sure. Doobie, the vocal wet dream is for fear in New Amsterdam to whisper sweet nothings in your ears while you fall asleep. That is the fucking dream right there.
Hello, Doobie.
Huh, that's interesting. I'm not. It's not ripping up my throat, but now that you said it, I am getting like a little bit of a feel
It's
from
like
it,
a-
but that
it's
could
like-
just be placebo.
It could be. It's just I noticed it as like a back end on the exhale, like at the very
Yeah.
end of the exhale, it feels
Okay.
like a little tickle in the throat.
Yeah, exactly. That. Yep, exactly. Okay. It's actually pretty good. The mango's not coming through super heavily. It's the the Flavora lime is still really overpowering it, but it's a good mix because I mean, Flavora lime. It's like rich cinnamon, and like strength wise is in my opinion. It's not as strong as rich cinnamon, but I mean, I did a 20 milliliter bottle. I did 2 drops, and it's still lime is still like the huge note of this. Surprisingly, I expected to hate the Greek yogurt. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't. It's not getting, even at 3% with this, it's not getting any like weird cheesiness that it can sometimes get.
I bet that's
uh,
the citrus kicking it.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Like especially with the lime and then the mango's adding a bit of wetness to it. The vanilla swirl's helping a little bit, but it's very light. It is incredibly light, especially for like what I would think of a yogurt. Like there's not a lot of mouthfeel to it.
Okay.
Like it's like I don't know, I'd think of a yogurt as a thicker cream personally, and it's definitely very light on like a thick cream, and that's kind of, it's refreshing. Like I can see this being really great for the summer, but it's not necessarily as thick as I would think of a yogurt, especially, you know, a Greek yogurt, because like Greek yogurt's usually even thicker than a regular yogurt. It still has like the fluffiness, but the actual full thing is pretty thick. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back for some more.
I'm wondering if maybe some Flavora cream to thicken it up a bit, or
Possibly, or yeah, because it's new. I think it's neutral enough.
Flavora
Possibly
cream.
even- I was gonna say that, or even possibly sweet cream,
Yeah.
because it is such a nice sweet candied recipe.
Yeah, one of those would probably thicken the mouthfeel up a touch without being too offensive on flavor. Because I mean, my go-to for flavor or for mouthfeel enhancing is like TPA Marshmallow, Capella's Vanilla Whipped Cream. But I think those in this would impart too much of a flavor.
Well, yeah, because though I do like the Greek yogurt, it still has a tiny bit of the sourness, but not. It's not in your
Hey,
face.
shouts out John for that dono.
Hey,
That's
thanks.
two.
Shout out, John.
That's 2 $5 donos tonight. Thank you, brother. One more $5 dono, and we paid off Zoom for the month, so. And then I can start sending money to these fuckers for
Oh.
helping out.
That man has a good idea too with Hanks and cream because
Mhm.
I was thinking Flavora too, just because it would add a bit more of the mouthfeel, but it wouldn't mute it if you kept it low. It wouldn't mute it like some of the other creams because like the actual candy notes from the lime and the mangoes are coming out
Mhm.
fairly well, and I wouldn't want to suggest muting those in any way.
Hey, Maddie's back in chat after that 600-second ban.
Sorry, bud.
See, that's what happened to fucking Miss K in my chat. I accidentally purged everything, and then she was banned for like a year. So the question remains, Jerry: mix it or fix it?
I would mix it. It's still definitely, I would call it a lime mango instead of a mango lime at this point. It's getting the wetness and the like that stickiness you think of when you think of mangoes,
Mm-hmm.
but that top note of lime is still just punching through it. It still has a bit of the sourness from the Greek yogurt without a lot of the mouthfeel, but it's really good. Like especially for summertime coming up here, like I can dig this.
I'm asking Goldie if he wants us to link that recipe in chat since it's currently privated. What's
It's
this?
private.
Hey, John just donated 10 more bucks there. Zoom is paid and you can give Jerry a nickel for his troubles. Hell yeah.
Hey,
All right, you
shout out
guys.
John again.
So everyone that's here right now is gonna get $1 sent to their PayPal tonight. Well, you guys will get $1 sent to your PayPal tonight. Fear, it happened. I told you it would happen. If we got over 15 bucks, I would send you a crisp. I'll have to fucking mail it to you. I'm gonna mail you a crisp dollar bill.
Crisp, fresh dollar.
Yeah,
from
I'm
the
gonna go to the
mint.
bank and be like, listen here, fucks. I need the crispest, newest dollar bill that you got. Give me that fucking shit that'll cut a throat.
The only deal is you have to frame it. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You can't spend it. You just have to frame it.
I'll frame it if you sign it.
I'll sign it and then I'll ship it to Jerry. Jerry will sign it and then he'll ship it to you and then it'll be signed by the boys.
Yeah. Verv doesn't get to sign it because he didn't even show up tonight.
No. Cool. So I'm waiting for. Let's see. Did he respond?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I haven't released it yet. Okay. I'll drop a link to that in chat so you guys can mix up.
Go for it.
If you guys want to mix up Goldfish's mango lime yogurt.
Mango lime yogurt version 2. It's pretty good. I would give it a shot. The thing I can see it being really good too is I can see it almost as a base.
Oh, okay.
Like I can see you playing around with this quite a bit and maybe throwing in like another fruit to go that could work well with those two. Or possibly even if you wanted to go super lime, I can see it working if you really want to make it super lime, add some like FA lime tea cold pressed or that FA key lime, either of those two, and just make it like super lime and get like I'm thinking Tahiti cold press just for like adding a bit more of the wetness that flavor has to really balance with the wetness of the mangoes. I think that could play around really well. But I'm liking it.
Hell yeah.
And Grimes has a good point. Papaya too.
Papaya.
I'm digging this though.
Well, there you go, guys. You heard it here first from Jerry, the man himself. Goldfish actually came out with another banger.
So he's not just apple butter.
Well, there's Mix It or Fix It, y'all. Something to note, if you guys have recipes that you'd like for us to test out, be sure to drop a link to your recipe in the live show chat Discord channel. We'll see it there. Ping either myself, Jerry, or Josh, and we'll be able to take a fucking peek and see if we can mix some shit up for you. Keep in mind your steep times. If you're gonna send us something that requires like a 2-week steep, and it actually requires it, we'll probably give it the full steep time. So, we'll fucking get to it if the steep time applies. Stabby's asking, can Fear mix it or fix it for hot your dumb ass? Didn't you mix that one?
I did. And
Oh, here we go.
actually, I've got it right. Got it right here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go. 2 mix it or fix it tonight.
So, and actually I done fixed it.
Hey.
You know what? It's really good. He was going for the hot tamales, and to me, it just missed it a little bit. Um, the Capella jelly candy kind of took it over into a big red chewing gum. It's like eating a hot tamale and chewing a piece of Big Red at the same time. Which it wasn't bad, but he says he was going for a hot tamale, or the picture indicates that. Um, I put polar ice in it, and I like it a lot better.
Interesting move. Okay.
Okay.
I put point 0.5 of polar ice in it, and it's good.
Ooh.
What does that do? Does it balance
Yeah.
the cinnamon out?
It takes the gum out, and so you taste cold cinnamon, and it's cold red hot cinnamon. So, and then the jelly candy kind of gives it some body. So,
That is an interesting move. I'll never mix it because fuck cinnamons, but that's a good. There you go, everybody. There's some fucking real deal flavor bending for your ass using a fucking cooling recipe or cooling concentrate to fix out on a candy recipe.
A hot
Mhm.
heat-based candy recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that working definitely because of the jelly candy.
Mhm.
Okay.
I love you too, little stabby.
So now all we need is Sphere to get some of that, what is it, FA heat, and do an FA heat polar ice,
Flavora.
or Flavora heat polar ice mix and see what
You
happens.
know, I've actually got Flavora Heat. Let me check. Where's my order? I've actually got Flavora Heat coming.
Oh shit. Straight capsaicin, whatever the fuck you say it. Fear, are you talking polar blast or polar ice?
Polar Blast,
Okay.
the neutral FA
Yeah.
cooling agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I have it, and I don't know if it's just from being completely fucking. There you go. I don't know if it's from being completely fucking like.
I don't
You
want to
just, I've been a Culotta fuckboy since I started mixing. And for whatever reason, Polar Blast is just way too. I have to use it at like 2 to 2.5% to get the cooling effect I want.
Uh,
But at the same time, I can use it in any recipe. When I used Culotta in a lot of recipes, it fucked with the flavors. Because Culotta just has some weird shit going on with it, and I don't mind using more of Polar Blast to just get a fucking unflavored Culotta, basically.
Polar Blast is, you know what? It's not cold enough. I was thinking about ordering some. I'm out of WS5 and WS23, and I was thinking about ordering some WS323 from Chefs, but they're out right now too. Those are both really cold. They're colder than Polar Blast, but they don't have any flavor. Neither one of them do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
I
s-
need
I
to
can
pick those
say-
up.
oh,
Sorry.
God.
So I just
I was
said I
gonna
need to
say-
pick those up.
Yeah, I will say Flavora Ice has a mint note to it,
Ah,
Okay.
but it is cold. I just tried it back in the hand test.
It's cold as fuck.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah,
It's
Dentman.
definitely got some. It's got a winter, like a spearmint,
Mhm.
not a wintergreen, but like it's a spearmint gum kind of mintiness.
Yeah, Dentman fucking nails it right there. Polar Blast works with creams while Culotta fucks with them heavy, and then Vaping 101 said it along with at least 150 other flavors, which is 100% true.
yeah.
I basically started only using Culotta in like all fruit recipes, because in all fruit recipes it doesn't do too much. It just kind of adds a little bit of like a sweetness, but in the creams it fucks with them heavy.
So should I do this?
Do what?
I just did ice.
Don't do heat. They already did that. Don't be Manson. Jesus
I
Christ.
could. I'm already dead from this ice. Like, oh.
John with another $10 dono. Last one, but now you got to get Fear a framed $5 bill. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Shout out, John.
Shouts out, John. Thank you for those fucking big donos tonight. John is fucking killing it, helping us out.
John is killing it. John's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Into it. So that was Mix It or Fix It, y'all. You got 2 for the fucking price of 1, even though there's no price, but, you know. And just to be completely transparent, The donos are not necessary. They are appreciated, but this will never be behind a paywall. This will never go anything that you gotta fucking pay for. The shows are gonna get uploaded to YouTube. They're gonna be. Did you put the? Or no, you just got home, so no. But the audio is gonna get ripped. They're gonna put to your favorite podcast listening service, Stitcher, Podbean, whatever the fuck you use. It'll be up there. I use Podcast Addict, but that's just me. Wait, can I pull the Skittles routine and request a refund? I didn't budget for this. Ooh, crucial. I'm gonna have to get Polar Blast and try it in this Bomb Pop recipe. Isn't it in there? I thought it was in there already.
Also, Jaybird made a point. He thought the same thing I just thought by back in the hand test of ice, but he says he doesn't notice it while vaping.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That
fucking.
spearmint wintergreen.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that with a lot of flavors because it's a different, it's a different sense. You know, vaping it is a completely nose. That's how you get all the taste. It's through the nose, and back of the hand test is completely taste buds. So, John saying, I know they're not necessary, but y'all are good guys. Appreciate what y'all do. Just a bit to help cover your costs. Much appreciated, my guy. Much love to you. That's what they all say until this shit starts blowing up, and then you're selling us all kinds of shit. If it blows up. But vaping is our biggest fan, so shouts out
True.
vaping. But
I was gonna say, well, wait.
yeah.
Just in time though. I don't know about you, but after this week, this weekend, spending down in the deep south, I have noticed I have excessive amounts of dry knuckles. Might need some electrolytes.
Oh, fuck my dick, dude. Fucking Shindo, I prefer gaping. Oh, dude, we should get some blend fidget spinners made up.
Oh no! No.
I quit.
Yeah, I quit. I'd fucking buy all the fidget spinners and kill myself with them.
Unsubbing.
All right, fuck it. We got Mix It or Fix It in the bag. Let's move on to flavors of the week. You guys got some shit you want to talk about?
Man, I know it's kind of, I sound like a broken record, but these Flavor Raw tobaccos are just killing it for me right now. I decided a while back I was going to start releasing more. I talk about tobacco a lot, but I only had 1 or 2 tobacco recipes up. And so I figured I'd just, get some new tobacco recipes with these newer to me concentrates and get them up. So I'm going to try. I'm shooting for 1 a week. And as for my favorite, probably Red Burley.
See, that when I was placing my flavor order, I had like 3 of the goddamn Flavora tobaccos in my cart, and it upped my fucking cost by like $40 almost. So I was like, yeah, next order I'll pick up more tobaccos. I was like, I'm already spending $80 on shit that I don't need, but I want. I don't need to put that order over $100. Yeah. What about you, Jerry? You working with anything in particular? Also, real quick,
Chat just killed me. So.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Real quick, before we get into that, Jerry, does anyone notice how Jerry likes to do this thing while he's talking? He's got his head kind of to the side, and he like does the side eye at you, and he's like, "Hey, baby." Hey, baby. Does like the side eye with the fucking it's there it is. It's fucking.
How's it going?
Yeah.
You doing good? Well, it's because my webcam's here, my mic's here, so it's this whole like I could do this, but
yeah, that looks stupid. Don't do that. I got to see a lot of the side eye. I got to see a lot of Jerry this weekend. We slept in the same room together. Fuck you guys.
We did. I even took some pictures going like this.
Oh shit! All right, Jerry, what you working with lately?
An oldie but goodie. TPA Bananas Foster.
We were talking about that.
It's because not enough people talk about it. Like, I don't know. I think we talk about it every now and then, but a lot of the times I hear people always forget about it when they're talking about bananas. And if you're going after any type of banana that has caramel in it, it's, oh my God. It's just the best to work with caramels. It just really is. It's already got a little bit of the caramel note in it. It works really well. If you add a bit of Flavor Art caramel, it just does wonders. Like, That's what I've been doing, rocking around with again.
Do you waffle saying there's an alcohol note?
MBF.
I'm assuming he means bananas Foster. So that's what you're talking about.
There is, but I've never taken it over 2. So like I feel like it does come out stronger, but if you keep it around 1% or 1.5, I haven't gotten it too much.
And it probably
but
steeps out, right?
Yeah. And honestly, I use it in a lot of tobaccos and bakeries and things like that because it is a not a heavily caramelized banana, but it's more of it gives the feel of a cooked caramel banana. So I usually use it in, I use it in bakeries. I use it in tobaccos. I use it in things that are like, cool, you're going to let this sit for 3 weeks before even touching it.
There you go.
Yeah, Shindo agrees. It seeps out. Yeah.
Well, for me,
With Jamaica rum, of course. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
It works great with that, too.
Mm-hmm. Your only gripe is it's a little bready. It's probably loaded with
Yeah, it can get a little bit bakery-ish, but then again, that's why I also usually use it with bakeries.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go with like a fruit recipe that doesn't have that note to it, you probably would want to stick with just like a straight up banana or like, you know, the TFA LA combo, because that is bay.
Oh yeah, I would say probably Hangston or Flavora.
I need to
Maybe
get
that FA Bano. Bano.
Bano, yeah.
Je ne sais pas. Non parle espagnol.
Fear's man cave with his supercomputer and Gandalf pipe.
Yeah, what y'all are not seeing is all of the boxes down here. I literally got condensed from 2 bedrooms down to 1 bedroom when we adopted this baby that's sleeping in the room next to me.
Fair. That's everything that's behind that closet. And the closet you can't see over here. And the closet you can't see over here.
And the closet you can't see right there that is piled up. Yeah. Almost as tall as I am.
Yep.
Yeah, so my go-to lately has been it's almost just been not a standalone because it's 2 concentrates, but these 2 together, they're just fucking incredible. And they're both Inawera, but it's the Inawera Shisha Vanilla and Inawera Natural Mint. I'm late to the game. I am late to the game on this shit, my friends, because I know y'all have been talking about that for fucking ever, but that shit is so fucking good. Like, Jesus Christ. Inawera Natural Mint can literally just be a standalone. You don't need anything else with it if you want just like a delicious fucking mint. But, yeah, a little bit of that shisha vanilla in there kind of calms it down and makes it more creamy and more sweet, and just, goddamn, it's fucking delicious. So if you're like me and you spent most of your mixing career not fucking with those 2 concentrates, Inawera Natural Mint and Inawera Shisha Vanilla, pick them motherfuckers up. And I still know that Holy Vanilla is best vanilla, and I need to get that one next because I'm finding out that I do like vanilla flavors in my vape. So
be very careful with that Holy Vanilla.
I was just gonna say it's not best vanilla. They have one that's just as good, if not better, that's more useful, which is their French vanilla.
Okay.
It's cleaner.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me. I was gonna say I love Holy Vanilla. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, yeah, it you put it in something, it's just Holy Vanilla.
It is, and it's got some bakery tone. I don't want to say notes, but bakery tones.
Yeah.
It. And
it's almost, I would almost call it like a vanilla pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I've been trying to use it in some tobaccos and bakeries, whereas, you know, I would use their French vanilla in creams and fruits. But everybody's got shisha vanilla, and if they don't, they should.
Yeah, that one's banging. Yeah, crucial, I don't have Holy Vanilla, so fuck my dick, right? But cool, there you go. You got some new fucking concentrates to talk to, fuck me, to pick up and work with. Goddamn.
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah.
You're doing well.
Yeah, and talk to your
Just-
concentrates. Keep them happy.
Just it's a good little vanilla swirl.
Let's go into theory crafting, boys. This is
Hello,
the
Holy Vanilla.
Fear, were you talking about you drip you were what was it you were putting in your coffee?
Which time? Oh, I made Dent Man's sugar
There you
cookie
go.
ice cream
Mhm.
as a concentrate, and I put it in my coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
do
can see
that.
we're doing good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because, fuck. But anyway, theory crafting. As we said earlier, we're gonna talk about trying to bridge that gap from the winter bakery tobacco heavy cream recipes into the summertime candies and fruits and sweeter shit. And since there's a lot of people that can't really fuck with the tobaccos like others can, and I think there's still a lot of use even for people that don't like tobaccos. I'm in that boat where I didn't really like tobaccos that much at all until I started fucking around with tobaccos and fruits together, and it turned out working out really nicely. My recipes, apple bacco and rootkit, are the two best examples I have of my experiments with the tobaccos and fruits together, but I'm still using, I'm using Soho or RY4 Double, which are super fucking versatile as they are already. Soho is good for your citruses and shit because it's got that light tobacco note with just a touch of. It's got a touch of those bakery notes, but overall it's kind of just light and inoffensive, and it plays nicely with citruses. But then the RY4 doubles, they're heavier and they've got more of a tobacco note, but they're also real heavy on those bakeries. So with our fucking, oh my goodness, John with the $15 dono, get your holy vanilla. That spastic fit
Shout
made
out,
me
John.
concerned for your health. So tonight John has dropped what? Fucking too much money for us. So yeah. John's killing it. Thank you, brother. And yeah, if you're concerned for my health, that's probably a good thing, because I might have an aneurysm at any point. Who knows? But we've got our expert tobacco user in the community right now on the show, so fucking Fear is going to be able to really tell us, what tobaccos might actually work with fruits and what ones you can't really do that with.
Well, they will all work to a certain degree, but you're going to have to pick and choose your fruit profiles. You fans of Inawera Gold Ducat, which is a really good tobacco concentrate, but hard to mix with because it's got so much going on. Apple goes great with it, but you're going to need a cooked apple, not a candy, not a bright tart fresh, but you're going to need a cooked apple. Interestingly enough, Flavor Oz Eastern tobaccos, they're Turkish, they're Oriental, and they're Arabian, all go well with, your, I don't want to say duller fruits, but your the apples, the pears, and stuff like that. They also lend themselves to more spices. So, orange, I watched Noted, last night? Was Noted or night before last?
Monday night.
Before, yeah.
One thing that I'm working with right now is mulled orange tobacco. So it's going to be Flavor Raw tobaccos again, but I'm going to try to use that Shisha Punch to mull an orange, and I'm going to use blood orange. I'm going to try to use Flavor Raw blood orange, but I might fall back on my crutch. Flavor West.
Yeah. Do you have the FA to try with that too, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I've been working with it's all right here. So yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that one's good too. I still haven't got around to you actually testing the Flavora, but I'm meaning to.
I've done a little bit of testing with it, and it's a good orange. It's not that It's not what you're used to with Flavor West, and to be honest with you, neither is Flavor Arts. I mean, it's a good orange, but it's not that Flavor West blood orange, you know. Which that Flavor West blood orange is what I liken to like blood orange sodas or the blood orange drinks you can buy.
Yeah.
So
So now my question is, when you're talking about the like cooked apples and stuff, would would Hank's and apple mix work well with those spice notes that it has?
Hanks and apple mix does work well with those. And interestingly enough, I don't know if my camera is good enough to get this, but Purilium Country Apple, which, you know, I'm hesitant to drop a recipe with Purilium in it right now because, well, nobody has them, to be honest. But this Country Apple is a cooked, it's like a generic cooked apple. I don't know if y'all's grandmas ever put apples in the oven with water and just let the whole apple cook and you peel it open and eat it with a spoon. Yeah, well, that's kind of what this is.
Yo, UN photographer shouts out. Thanks for that follow,
But
brother.
I am getting all of this order I've got going right now. I'm gonna try to get all of Flavor Oz apples too to see if I don't know something goes through with them.
Hold up, Dr. Perillium Watermelon donated $5. Meme Lords Unite.
Shout out memes, I guess.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
dono.
Thank you very much.
Y'all
Uh,
fucking killing it tonight, boy.
If you're gonna try any of the Flavoras, go try Red Apple first. If you're wanting that authentic apple.
Yeah, I was thinking that one, and then I've heard good things about apple filling, but it's got that cinnamon note, and I don't know the recipe that I have. I'm not going to give the percentages, but I have a Flavor recipe that I'm ready to drop an apple in. I've already had an apple in it. I just hadn't had the right one. It's FLV caramel, FLV cured tobacco, Innerware shisha vanilla, FLV sweet cigarette, FLV toffee, and FLV Turkish tobacco.
Ooh.
And I want to drop an apple in that. So it's got to be a cooked apple. And interestingly enough, I haven't. I've been wanting to do an all FLV tobacco, but they have no vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah. They have vanilla custard, vanilla pudding, vanilla. They don't have a vanilla ice cream. They have vanilla creams, but there's
Yeah.
no vanilla.
Right. And the custard and the pudding are both good. And I actually have one with a vanilla custard in it.
Go Cam,
but
mute yourself.
it's not. It's not. It's not vanilla. So
Yeah. Like yeah, I get what you mean. They are good.
Subom Tank donated
With-
$1. Screwing good flavored juices since China #1. Thank you.
I would I definitely suggest maybe trying out the Plurium. I haven't. The Flavora Red Apple is a very good authentic apple, but to get that cooked note that you want, you're probably gonna have to use liquid amber or something like that. It's not gonna get that full cooked apple feel just by
Yeah.
itself.
I was thinking they have that pumpkin spice, which might be kind of cool. But I don't know in that toffee and caramel one. I don't know if the pumpkin spice would throw it off. But-
Yeah.
But anyway, so my goal on this is to do an FLV tobacco or just a tobacco in general. I've been in love with the FLV tobaccos lately, which is why I keep harping on them. But to do a tobacco recipe a week for 2 months, which might be a week and a half or so.
Yeah. They'll get pushing it after a little while.
I don't know, man. I have like 9.
Fucking
of them
A.
right now.
Lamau donated $1. Beryllium Watermelon is life. Shouts out A. Lamau. Thank you. Hello?
Is it Lamau or Lameo?
Looking out for those Lamaus. After you showed me that show, now I just think of everything as Lamaus. Any actual talk about extraterrestrials, just a mouse. No, sorry.
Shit.
I just mean that could get intense because they're all really, really good. The Flavora tobaccos, it's just I've noticed the ones I've tried so far definitely have a steep time. So I'm more worried about that turning it from a 2-month adventure for you into like, all right, I'll make one every week, and now it's 4 months later. I finally done with them.
Yeah. Well, I went through and made a bunch of single flavor testers. So I found a percentage that worked well with all of them where I got a full flavor fresh.
Okay.
And I've just been letting them steep. And so I've been trying them every Sunday and every Wednesday since I mixed them
Fucking shitter.
a couple of months
Alright.
ago. Just
Shout
to
out
see how
Shindo, donated $1 just for you, my dude.
Shout out Shindo.
just to see how they change on the steep. And it's interesting, you know, a couple of them start off real strong and then die off and then come back a little more nuanced. They all start off pretty strong.
Yeah.
And then they mellow a little bit and get more nuanced. So I don't know. It's interesting to me that there's so many of them that are highly useful together, you know.
Well, have you found any that don't necessarily work together yet? Because I haven't run into that yet.
I haven't either. And another thing, Flavor is the first flavoring company where I have liked everything in a genre of their flavors. You know, like their tobaccos, there's no bad ones.
Okay.
There's some that you're going to use a lot more than others. Like I can't imagine anybody enjoying Connecticut Shade at 2% or 3%, and that's it. But if you're looking for a cigar or a drier pipe tobacco, it's going to work perfectly. If you're, you know, looking for a flavored tobacco, it's going to bring some extra notes to it. You know, and it's tobacco. I mean, it's an actual tobacco flavor.
Right. No, that sounds good.
Yeah, chat's talking about Flavora milk and honey with tobaccos, and that's obviously gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Works really, really well. Keep it
think-
underneath like 5%, and it does wonders.
Yeah. Well,
Honestly, it goes well in almost anything. But
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's good.
it's a standalone vape. It's a fucking emulsifier. It's a fucking flavor. It's everything.
it's brown butter.
It's brown butter.
Yeah.
It's brown butter. Shit. Well, there you go, everybody. A little help with your fucking tobaccos and fruits. Waffle. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If someone can make an American Spirit Black recipe, I'll be a tobacco convert. Yeah. Yeah.
Funny thing you should mention
Oh
that, Waffle
shit.
Priest.
Oh shit. Fear dropping knowledge up in here.
So they have native is it native tobacco,
I think
and
so.
they have Tatanka tobacco. All right, they have heat, and you're almost all the way there, or at least I am.
Oh, heat. That's a good move.
Because I don't know, I think I talked about this before, but Perique is red burley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they take it and they compress it in casks, you know, while it's wet, and they put peppers and some other thing, those Louisiana capsicum peppers in there, and they compress it, and then they let that stuff ferment, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. That's Perique.
Fuck. Flavor heat.
Yeah, I can actually see that working really, really well. I mean, I think depends on how you'd want to make the Perique, and by that I mean, do you just want a straight Perique or like adding things onto it? I think adding things on would get a little tricky, but just for a straight tobacco flavor, that would be fantastic.
Well, I
I
mean,
tell
if you're
you-
trying to just recreate the
Oh
American
yeah, if you're just
Spirit
trying to
Black.
go make blacks, yeah.
Well, American Spirit Black is not pure Perique.
No, it's not.
It's,
Right.
Not at all.
yeah, it's. I think
It's
at
ha-
one time they nailed it down to like half or 20% or something,
It-
somewhere between 20 and 50.
When I smoked those it was half, and that was like
Yeah.
fucking 10 years ago now. But I'm sure their like recipe for that changed in time because I know Perique tobacco is significantly more expensive. So
It's yeah, it's more it's spice. It takes a lot of the spice out in the blacks.
mhm.
Well, it actually went away for a couple of years
Yep.
because the family that produced it just, the older people died and the newer people didn't know if they wanted to do it, and they just didn't, and they came back a little while later and started to try to do it, and then somebody actually bought the company from them
Okay.
and started to produce in the same presses and the same fermenting casks with the same crops. So it's still, I can't even remember the parish it's produced in anymore.
Outside of New Orleans.
Yeah. But if anybody can smoke pure Perique or pure Latakia, my hands off, you're more of a man than me.
Fucking Waffle nails it right there. A lot of people hated ASB. I loved him. Only cig I still crave every once in a while. My dude, in the winter, that shit fucks me up. I'm always craving those Periques because that was when I smoked them, was in the winter, man.
I don't know, man. I had a love hate with them because I think what you were both mentioning, they definitely changed that recipe.
Oh yeah, they did.
Because when they did bring them back out, I thought they were lights, and like Perique,
Yeah.
Perique naturally is a quite a
It's
not
bold.
a not a yeah, bold. Thank you. I was trying to think. It's not offensive, but it's definitely a bolder taste, and then bolder tobacco, and like those after they changed it, it was like a light.
Yeah, because I remember when, like, Waffle's saying it again, hey, I feel that, but a 20-minute cig, in winter makes me hate my life, and that's how it was in Chicago. Fucking going to school right off of Michigan Avenue where the fucking lake breeze is fucking whipping you in the face, and you're out there smoking a 20-minute cig while your buds are smoking a 5-minute fucking noop.
You
You're,
guys aren't even that far north, and you guys don't even have the fucking lake effect snow. Come on. I was sitting out there every single day longer than that.
I will say this about snow. Living in this part of Texas, you never have to shovel snow shine, and humans should not live where there are no native palms.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Shoveling snow was my favorite thing to my favorite
Gross.
chore as a child growing up.
I fucking hated it, dude.
Yeah, me too. See, I
Well-
grew up in the panhandle of Texas, and yeah, fuck snow.
I just liked it because I grew up on the Star Wars movies, so I turned it into a game as I was just like, I don't know, I was a 5-year-old and I was out on Hoth and trying to dig trenches before the AT-ATs came.
You see, I was kind of in that boat just with fall. I liked raking leaves. I liked
Alright,
raking
yeah.
leaves. I loved making giant ass piles of leaves and then just running and jumping into them as a kid. That shit was banging.
I hated all that stuff till I bought a tractor.
Yeah.
Well, shit, y'all. We got the mixing shit out of the way here. Is there any? I'm gonna open up the chat to questions. We do have Fear on here, so I'm sure you guys would love to pick his brain if you're interested in some of that shit. But with that, we're gonna switch over and talk about shit that's non-vaping related. So I mean, same thing. If chat's got anything you guys want to talk about non-vaping related, it doesn't matter. This is just the bullshit section of the show where we talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Pretty much.
First thing I want to bring up is I don't know if we talked about this last week at all, but Destiny 2. The fucking gameplay trailers or the gameplay footage that they've been dropping lately, I'm fucking hyped, my guy.
I have such a love-hate relationship with that right now.
You know what? I've been looking at all the pre-release stuff and trailers and following the news, and I'm still mad that I bought Destiny and it was fun for like a half a day, and then I hated it after a week. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand it got better with expansions, but I was so mad I spent $60 after a week. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that,
It was a game that should not have been released until the year following.
yeah.
And I mean, a lot of that was because of what they fucking did. fucking Bungie drops their main story writer like a year before launch, and then they have to fucking rewrite half the fucking story, and it was a stupid move. But like
I
Destiny,
mean, it was that, but it was also the mechanics.
the mechanics sucked.
Yeah.
Vanilla Destiny was it was a one shot. You played through the story and it was fucking done. Once they released more of the PvP shit, like Trials of Osiris and Iron Banner was my fucking jam. I loved when Iron Banner dropped every month, but once they kind of got the raid mechanics down and everything, I mean, Vault of Glass was the best raid, and the one following that was pretty much trash. But House of Wolves was cool. I mean, I thought that they picked it up and they made it a full game, and I think that at least from what I'm seeing with like, and again, it's fucking pre-release trailers, so obviously they're gonna look great. I mean, Destiny 1 looked fucking awesome in pre-release and E3 and shit like that, so it's hard to fucking judge. But based on what they've said about the story and like what you're actually gonna be doing with the fucking Vanguard and being a Guardian in D2, I think that they're gonna take a lot of the criticism into consideration and make a fuller fledged game day one. And
That's the goal. Because I mean, they have hopefully learned from the dumpster fire that was the first one at launch, and I think that's honestly also a big reason why they're already pushing out a second game.
yeah,
Like it's not like it's surprising to me that it's already Destiny 2, not here's a new Destiny expansion pack that looks sick. No, we're already remaking the game just to dissociate it from the first one.
and I think the PC move with Blizzard, that's the whole Blizzard thing. I know
I was so excited. This game looks so great. Peer to peer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still gonna be fun. It's still gonna be good, but I think they're gonna have to figure that shit out. Especially, and it's just fucked up because you got Blizzard.
Exactly. That's
got
they
Blizzard
got me so hyped with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you got Blizzard fucking hosting the shit, and they changed it to BattleNet a while ago because it used to be what the fuck was it called before BattleNet?
It was
BattleNet?
No, it was BattleNet. It was always BattleNet. Now it's Blizzard app.
Oh, Blizzard app. That's right. Yeah, yeah. They
But
went from
before that, it's been BattleNet since late 90s.
yeah.
Since
fucking StarCraft.
StarCraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouts out StarCraft. Is it still free? StarCraft
Maybe
1?
even
Yeah.
since before Warcraft 3.
No, yeah, it was StarCraft because StarCraft came out before Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
But it was StarCraft because it wasn't for Orcs vs Humans.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. D2 looks like it's going to be sick. I know, like, and that's the thing, Shindo brought it up earlier, how it's like everyone's talking shit about Destiny 2, but everyone's going to fucking buy it. Like, it doesn't matter. Bungie knows, everyone knows they're going to fucking buy it. They can talk shit about it all day and fucking come launch. I'm sure these motherfuckers, I already dropped my fucking pre-order for it so I could get beta. Like, all these people talking shit are just being salty because they dropped $100 and they feel like it's like, oh, it's not the game I want. Well, then fucking become a game dev and make your own fucking game then. Like, either don't buy it or fucking make a better game. Like, you're not fucking doing the work, so, and you're gonna play it anyway, so fuck it.
I'm gonna wait until it's been out a month probably before I buy it, just because I'm still salty over Diablo 3.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know that, and I was gonna
Speaking of another game that had a terrible fucking launch, and then the vanilla game was absolute dog shit until they fixed it with an expansion.
Yeah. That's what
and
I
I
heard.
was a huge Diablo fan, man. But yeah. Anyway,
Diablo 3 is good now. Waffle, I wouldn't call it amazing, but it's good.
yeah.
If you want amazing, go play Path of Exile.
Path of Exile is amazing.
So good. And they're coming out with a huge new expansion for that. And oh my,
Yes.
I'm super excited.
Real quick, let's do a quick plug here. You can hear, and this is Doobie talking, so you can hear more opinions on Destiny 2 on this week's No Life Gaming Show on YouTube. So Go check out
Oh.
No Life.
Yeah, please do.
Tune in this week to No Life Gaming on the No Life Gaming Network.
I'll give you a little teaser. When we were talking about Destiny 2, I was so excited, and then fuck you. That summed up my thoughts on Destiny 2.
We are gonna. I know a lot of us are gonna be fucking getting. Can we get Fear to do the intros? I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
We should just do it where Fear and New Am do an intro together for Blend.
Yeah. Can you guys like rap battle?
But it won't be a rap battle. It'll be a
No,
fucking
just be like-
talk battle.
Yeah.
I don't think I can take the head-to-head pure sex dripping off the voice of new Hamster Sam.
New Hamster Sam.
Shout out New Hamster Sam.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, and Shindo had a good fucking move where release day for Destiny is. I mean, for a lot of games this is true, but for Destiny in particular, release day and launch day, it's its own fucking thing. Like, it becomes a fucking event. You know, this is we've seen this with Halo, and I think Destiny has the same, if not more, hype behind it, just because there's more people playing video games now than there was when the Halo games were coming out. And I mean, shit, Halo release days were a fucking party. You fucking took off work or you fucking called out of school the next day so you could fucking stay up all night playing that shit. Like, Destiny is no exception there, and especially with a game like Destiny, you kind of do have to play day one to keep up with people if you're going to try to do PvP, and that is something that kind of sucks, but, it's just kind of the nature of a game like that that's got the MMO aspect.
Yeah. And I mean, not even outside of that, like that, I don't know, going back to World of Warcraft when that first came out and stuff like that, that was a lot of the fun of all of the original MMOs. It's those first months. Like that's the fun of MMOs, is when you don't have Thoughtbot yet, and you don't have, Diablo fans, you don't
got
Destiny
cheese.
fans, you don't have, 800 guides of like, no, you do this. It's just thousands of people like, I'm going to do this. And then just, I don't know, there's a huge community aspect to it. And that's what's always a huge fun about it, is it's a huge group of people trying to like come up with the best ways to solve goals and stuff like that when you don't know shit about it.
Raid nights, like raid release nights and shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking, it's the best feeling. I mean, like, fucking the newest Destiny expansion, me and my raid group on PS4, like, we could not fucking find a time where we were all free to fucking do the raid. And I think it took us like a month after the last expansion with the raid dropped, and we finally were able to get together. But I mean, fuck, we were texting each other every goddamn day being like, no one better be looking on YouTube for the fucking like anything. We're going in this shit blind. And that's like you said, it's part of the fucking appeal to games like this with raids and just story and shit. It's going in blind and finding that shit out on your own, and the fucking community of like hanging out for 8, 9, 10 hours one night and getting through half of the fucking raid because you guys just keep dying every 2 seconds. It's fun, and it's enraging and fun and fucking.
It is, but at some point you grow up and have little ones here and a job, and those 10-hour nights.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I can't play EVE Online at the level I like to play it on anymore. 'Cause
right.
I can't be at the PC for 14 hours.
Right. And Waffle does make a good point. You can't really, with games like that, you can't be a fucking casual that goes on for a half an hour just to do the dailies and expect to keep up. Like, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you're
gotta
playing
get
WoW.
out there
Unless
and
you're playing
grow.
WoW, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah. But and yeah,
I mean, I
I
love it, but
I feel,
yeah.
but I feel like what Rage is saying, or not, fucking Fear is saying.
Wow.
Rage. Yeah, whoops. I feel what Fear is saying though is it's like I got a kid, I got a job now, and it's like it does suck now that we're all getting to that age where like the fucking game binge nights can't happen, and all these games that like we're gonna continue to play even though we're getting older, like they're harder to do. And then the cool thing is that there's groups on Reddit and shit like Dads of Destiny and shit. I love those groups. I'm in that one too, because it's like you got all these dudes on there that are like, yeah, I can play tonight, and you find people that for me it's like the nights I don't have Emmett, the nights I can fucking do this shit. And that's where you see a lot of people that are on like Dads of Destiny or these fucking parent gaming groups and shit. It's tight that there's a community for that.
the other thing too, I mean, I've been noticing this. I'm finally starting to get old enough where I need sleep.
Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah.
one.
That's
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing too when it comes to stuff like that too. Is you're always busy, but then it's also like, yeah, no, I really need 8 hours of sleep. Like I can't do all nighters anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Like I got like one a year in me. That was this weekend, and now I'm back to being comatose.
Yeah. Fucking Shindo Jerry, that's just depression.
You know that there's that too, but
We all can't live off of the fucking beautiful sleep schedule that Shindo has.
right.
We can't all fucking do the fucking 4 hours every couple hours or whatever the fuck his nap schedule is that makes you be able to stay up forever. It's like that would be dope, but 99% of the fucking community can't do that shit. Yeah, I mean, lots of cool shit coming out this year though, for sure. We've got a lot of indie horror games coming out that look good. There's just the horror genre in general is killing it this year. I mean, fucking Friday the 13th dropped like what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's good. I haven't seen anything except for a few streamers, but
It's not my type of game anyway, but
Yeah.
so far it looks. I don't know, the things I've seen from it looks just as buggy as
the fucking beta testing.
yeah, but I was gonna say what was the other one? Dead by Daylight, Dawn by Daylight, whatever by
yeah.
Daylight.
Yeah.
It looks almost as buggy. But I mean, I haven't seen a lot of it, but like the stuff I have seen from it were just like a couple of people playing it for a while, and I was like, oh, this looks unfinished to me, but that's just me. But
I'm dying. Waffles asking if No Life could do a segment speculating on the rise of indie games. I brought that up to Wayne because I was asking him how.
we've
Yeah.
planned on it. We'll get to it at a point. It'll definitely happen.
Because I think that would definitely be cool. Because I mean, it's just this year in general. You know, this year has been a huge fucking indie, or like the last like
The
2000
last
and
2 or 3,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, they've just
I
been.
mean, yeah, looking back through my Steam playtime, man, and they're all indie developers have 90% of my playtime.
Mhm.
I mean, just me personally.
I mean, shit. It's just I'm now catching up on a lot of the games that were indie releases. I mean, I've been playing The Wolf Among Us on my stream lately, and that game is killer. I know that's an older game, but like, you know, and then you do have the fucking indie developers that drop a game at AAA prices. I won't say the name of said game,
Were
but
you once hyped for said game?
there was a game last year that I was super hyped for, and it was
What game is it? Come on, drop it.
It was No Man's Sky, my dude.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking angry.
Did you buy it too?
I pre-ordered like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a dickhead.
Dude, I fucking followed that game for like 4 goddamn years. And I was so hyped for it. And then it dropped and I even waited. I waited to buy it too. But I didn't watch enough about it. I saw everyone complaining about it and I was like, oh, I mean, people are stupid. They're going to complain about anything. So I'm going to buy it anyway. And I played it for 2 days. I loved it for 2 days. And then I was like, wow, this game is a hot pile of fucking trash.
I played it for an hour and 45 minutes and fought Steam for 6 months over a fucking refund, and they never gave it to me. Suckers. Dave Newell, you're a cocksucker.
Fuck. Fear going in on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Gabe Newell. Let me get it right. Gabe.
Gabe, yeah.
Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell. Shindo definitely makes a good point there. Edith Finch, #1 game this year. Agreed. What Remains of Edith Finch was definitely one of the best games I played that came out this year. And then last year we had Oxenfree, which was I played it this year, but Oxenfree was definitely one of my favorite games that I've ever played, ever. And I found out shortly after I played it on stream and paid for it, which I have no issues paying for it because Night School is a great developer, and I was happy to support them. But it was like a month after I fucking played Oxenfree and bought it. It was free for Twitch Prime, so I was like, oh, that's dope. My hat just broke. That's cool. But anyway, if you didn't play Oxenfree, if you didn't play What Remains of Edith Finch, those are two really fucking good indie games to check out.
You know what I had a lot of fun with, and I've actually fixing to start it back up, is Portal Knight. Portal Knights. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna.
It's
go ahead.
just a fun dungeon crawler kind of, thing with fewer dungeons and more. I don't know. It's fun.
All right, I'll check it out. I was gonna say I've noticed over the last year probably started spending more money on Humble bundles than I have on Steam sales.
I'm gonna probably start because I bought a couple here recently and just been really happy with it.
I would also suggest checking out the Humble Bundle monthly. That thing's a steal, and I think today, it's either today or tomorrow. No, I think it's actually tonight's the last night. If you buy buying the May one, because it's the last day of May, but tonight's also, if you buy the May one, you get Stellaris for free. Entirely.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm like, flavor I'll order. Or
It is only $12
yeah.
for like $160 worth of games, and then Stellaris on top.
I
My-
did just adopt a toddler, and have
That-
no
Yeah,
idea.
that's
No,
yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
I think my buddy's. I gotta log into Steam tonight and get that from him. He's sending me a copy of Stellaris for free, so I'm gonna definitely play that shit because it looks fucking cool.
There you go.
Doesn't look like there's much. I mean, no questions in chat really. I'm gonna give you guys one more opportunity here to go ahead and drop your questions in chat. Could be about vape, could be about anything. It doesn't matter. Dentman, Life is Strange would be a nice stream again, Coken. I know. I need to buy the other episodes of Life is Strange so I can fucking play that one.
You better beat it by the time 2 comes out.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm gonna do that. Once I do Wolf Among Us, I've got what looks to be a one-shot. Gods Will Be Watching that came in the it was just part of the indie developer Steam sale that was going on, so I picked that one up because it looked cool. I'm gonna play that one just because it looks like not a quick play, but I can do it on a Saturday night and knock it out.
So the real question is, though, are you gonna play these wonderful indie games on your new Skylake X processor?
What?
I'm building one this year.
You're gonna? All right.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I've
already got the motherboard picked.
Yeah,
Alright, there you go.
your boy
I need
ain't
an
got the
excuse to
funds
buy
for that.
some ABTI.
Your boy ain't got the funds for that shit yet.
I knew they were gonna try to come out with like a 12 or a 14. I wasn't
Mhm.
expecting them to drop an 18.
Yeah.
That just seems out of this. That's God.
Those two companies watch each other.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, easy.
Oh yeah.
Intel is not gonna let. I mean, I've talked a lot of shit about AMD. My issue with them is their drivers. Their hardware is fine. Their driver support, man,
Mhm.
I've been so mad when I
Yep.
was budget gaming that I just can't trust them not to fuck me over again, But they watch each other. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm really interested to see how they perform, but also how pricing is going to play into all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, now
that's gonna
that
be
you've
huge.
got some more solid competition, I'm excited to see how it plays out in pricing.
Yeah. Well, especially because they already, I was mentioning this on the No Life show. I think Intel already is feeling a little bit of pressure. Like
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
was saying how, like, no,
Absolutely.
they don't, blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, some people are saying that they don't feel pressure because they weren't cutting prices or anything like that. Yet on top of those new Skylake X parts, they dropped those 2 new Kaby Lake parts.
Yeah.
They haven't even waited for Coffee Lake to come out. They're just straight.
Yeah.
Yep, here's a new i5 and a new i7 from Kaby Lake. They're really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in seeing those benched, and
Yeah.
they're just going to replace the Kaby Lake parts entirely. They're the same price as the Kaby Lake parts. It's a straight replacement upgrade.
I've kind of the last maybe 4 years, I've gotten away from the benches
Yeah,
because your synthetic benches and even your single application benches are not going to give you the real world results. You know, I'm not into the EP thing again. I could care less how much you're overclocked to or how many
Yeah.
frames you could pull on
Right.
something.
Does
Once
it
you're
work?
over 144, I don't care.
Like it's one of those. Does it work?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because like I'm really happy with this budget thing. Because you know what? It works.
And that's the-
Hey man,
yeah.
can you turn it on and do what you want with it and have a good time? And are you happy with it? Man, great.
And that's
you know?
and that's the thing is, it's like all these, like, you know, tech junkies and shit. They're worried about what they can fucking pull for power and how much they can overclock something and how many
Well,
frames they can pull. And it's like it's not
I-
practical.
I will no. Well, yeah, it is a lot of fun, but
Mhm.
I will say I do understand it to an extent too, because a lot of it's just you're spending literally thousands of dollars sometimes on computers, but also possibly even a single part. You are gonna be trying your best goddamn hell. Like you're doing everything you possibly can to make sure you get the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm running a 5820K at 4.4, you know, with 32 gigs of RAM and all SSDs and a 1080. You know, just a nice little budget build.
And no, I'm
And
not.
I've-
And Killer Code saying he enjoys OCing and shit. It's fun. I mean, yeah, and I'm not saying that it's not fun and it's not. It has its purposes. It's just like what what Fear said in general is. It's like at the end of the day, if you're on a budget and shit, like this focus that a lot of these companies are doing with dropping these fucking powerhouses, it's like you still got to keep something available to the people that don't give a shit about that, which I know they do, but there's just this focus on it now, and that's what's kind of sucks.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, what I'm happy about is there is competition now, and you can make arguments that one's better than the other at specific things, but they're both definitely finally both on the level that they're both good enough.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm happy about. Like that's cool, and as long as you have it good enough, like that's at least better than how it used to be, where you buy an i5 or you buy a Pentium.
Oh
Pretty
god.
much.
Oh.
I mean, that's what I did, dude.
Mhm,
I bought
yeah.
a Pentium. I wasn't buying a fucking i3.
No.
Like you can overclock those Pentiums to be
Mhm.
just as good and better than the i3s. Like,
Mhm.
and then they also beat everything AMD ever made at that point. So
Yeah, definitely. Well, shit. We had some good chats there. I think we're nearing the end here. You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good. I'm wanting to get a good webcam, but I'm also wanting to get something that can pull double duty and work as session recording for this little band that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking at the Zoom.
Mm.
So it is I'm looking specifically at the Zoom Q2N, QN2, H2N maybe. Wait, Q2N.
The Q2N?
Yeah.
now is that from the? Okay.
Yeah, those are those are interesting.
Huh.
And it works natively as a webcam, 1080 stereo audio. So, I mean, I don't know how good it's like 159. So
Yeah.
$60
more than a good webcam. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, that'd be interesting because I was gonna say I know Zoom for their microphones
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for portable recording, so that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, shit, it's got it's probably one of the few webcams out there it is gonna be capable of handling a louder output.
Yeah.
What do you got
I was
here?
gonna say is the
24-bit
Zoom.
audio, yeah.
I wish it was a little bit more than 96, but that's
Yeah.
fine. Like I was gonna say, Zoom's one of the few companies that I've ever trusted with actual like portable recording gear
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So like the microphone sound, it's actually probably pretty decent. Which that's also nuts too, because let's be real, a lot of almost every webcam microphone is just complete trash.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching some video reviews on them, you know, where they set the zoom up and they're recording with the production camera while they're recording with the zoom, and then they, you know, switch back and forth through the video, you know, as they're doing their jam. Comes out good quality, but I couldn't find anybody actually reviewing those. Those were all product demos, you know. So
Gotcha,
Parallax
yeah.
can tell you anything, but hey, it's only $159 or $160, and Musician's Friend and Guitar Center have excellent. Well, they're the same company. Have excellent
Yeah.
return policies. You know?
They do, yeah. Jaybird was wondering if there's any red apple recipes coming up, trying to include it into a tobacco, and now thinking that Turkish might be the answer. It hasn't held up to most tobaccos I've tried.
Yes.
With that specifically, that I've been trying to mess around with it, but it's very, since it is like almost like, you know, a fleshy apple with the skin, I'm thinking it's gonna need help. I could see Turkish like doing well if it was, I don't know, that could add like a little bit of the spice note that apple flavor is lacking, because it is such a just straight apple. But oh, that could be, I don't know, that could be interesting. The other thing I was thinking about messing around with was the FA Liquid Amber, just to kind of give the apple a little bit more depth so it could try to stand up to the tobacco a bit. But that's about where I'm at right now, is I'm also in that boat of I haven't played around with specifically red apple as much as I've been wanting to yet.
Hey, Jaybird, if you drop a link on Abuela, I'll send you a private link to the Red Apple tobacco before I release it again.
Hey, there you go. Well, shit, there we go. I guess before we get out of here, Fear, thank you so much for coming on and
Thank you very much. Yeah.
and being the co-host. It was great having you tonight, man. We're definitely
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be-
welcome, man. I was gonna watch anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Once Josh comes back, we're gonna set up something cool. We're gonna try to do some sort of a big party show. So we're gonna have everybody
Yeah.
hopping in and out at some point. So we'll keep you in the loop on that, my dude, for sure. We got to get you and
Cool.
New Am on at the same time, so we'll get both of you on at the same time, but we'll have you guys not use webcams, so they have to guess who's talking.
He's got a smoother
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like it's much more, you can tell he's not like from the South and shit.
Well, absolutely. There's no hiding. I am from fucking Texas.
Yeah.
I'm a Texan.
Just fire Josh, we have his replacement.
No.
Beautiful Josh.
Yeah.
yeah,
New Am
Christian's
is
right.
New Am is Fear's son. But yeah, shit. So I guess before we get out of here, Jerry, you know what time it is. What should the listeners listen to this week?
Basement.
I'm so crap on new music, man.
I'm gonna go with Basement. Just jam out some Earl Grey.
There you go. That fucking banger of an album. I mean, you know, Fear and I, we were talking about Meshuggah earlier. We got,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we
I
got,
love that stuff.
oh yeah, that fucking groove.
Yeah. Meshuggah's good stuff, man. And that went straight into Corrosion of Conformity, and yeah.
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 Yeah, if you guys want to know some suggestions from Fear, just what was it, backlog to this morning in main chat when we were dropping all the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were dropping some tunes this morning, y'all.
I have a really eclectic taste. I mean, I listen to all kinds of stuff. Ghetto rap is not really my thing. If it's creatively done and musically sound, I appreciate it. You know, that's with any kind of music.
Bam donated $1. It's that boy. Oh shit, what up? Thank you for the dono. Hey guys, in chat, hey, can we get some fucking poggers in chat tonight? And also, if this video, can we get this video to 1 million fucking likes? Can we fucking do it, boys? Let's go. Anyway,
Just smash that.
Just
smash that like button.
Smash
Use-
your fucking face on the keyboard until you don't have a face.
You got to use the super like button. Actually, you just keep. It's a second special button. You got to press it about 80,000 times for it to register. But then it's actually 1 million likes.
I'ma smash that. Vaping says these first 3 episodes have been really good. Hopefully you keep it going. I hope I never have to see episodes like the end of Beginner again. It's not gonna fucking happen. So, Jesus, shit, I'm gonna smash that X in the top right corner. Fuck you, boy. But yeah, no, I think that the setup of this show is gonna make it a lot easier for us to not get burnt out on it. I mean, I know we didn't get burnt out on beginner blending until mad late, and it's possible we're gonna get burnt out on blend, but doing it as seasons, doing it with a break every so often, that's gonna help us not fucking suck and fall apart like we did. So once we kind of get a feel for how we want these seasons to go and where we want the breaks to settle in throughout the year, I think that's gonna really fucking help us out. X donated $1. Time to smash it. Oh shit, I love you guys. Shit, but yeah, that's tonight, y'all. Blend every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Be sure to smash that follow button if you didn't already.
Shout out to Reaper and McCree nerfs and Roadhog buffs.
I can't believe they I'm not getting into this, but I can't believe
No.
they fucking fucking nerfed. Oh wait, did they nerf Reaper?
Yeah, I said it opposite.
Yeah. Okay. But
'Cause
anyway,
I said what I wanted to. Happen.
yeah. But shit, y'all. Some new things coming down here in the coming weeks. We're gonna continue bringing guests on. We've got some possibilities lined up on some cool shit. So be sure you're checking this show out every Wednesday. I almost said Saturday for some reason, but we got some cool shit lined up for you guys. Some potential in the future collaborative shit going on with No Life. So be sure to be over there at No Life. Their YouTube channel is dope. Jerry's one of them. So. And by collaborative, I don't mean shows. I mean more of like a community thing. So once we get all this shit up and moving, it's going to be banging, you guys. So that's all I got. Again, Fear, thank you for dropping some mad knowledge tonight, bringing your silky, sexy voice to the Blend podcast.
You're welcome, man.
Hopefully this week we won't have as many issues with the auto archive. I know it didn't seem like there were too many issues, but a few people complained, so watch it on Twitch. Jerry will fucking rip the shit to YouTube in the coming days here, rip the audio, put that on a podcast site so you guys can listen to that shit if you want. And yeah, every Wednesday, 10 p.m. We were on time tonight. Let's see if we'll be on time next week.
All right.
But yeah, with that, just keep doing you. Just keep doing you guys. And don't be afraid to fuck your shit up.
Don't be afraid to fuck up.
Peace.